An American woman missing in Aruba might sound like a headline from 6 years ago, back when Alabama student Natalie Holloway disappeared on that Caribbean island and was never seen again. But now a second woman has vanished there, and this time the case is complicated by the fact that those closest to her, including her live-in boyfriend back home in Maryland, didn't even know she was taking the trip. Here's ABC's Matt Gutman.
Even before her disappearance became the latest mystery to blemish Aruba's coast, Robin Gardner's life was already shrouded in secrets and lies. The 35-year-old dental assistant left her home in Maryland on Sunday, July 31st. She told her live-in boyfriend, Richard Forrester, she needed a vacation.
She had told me that she was going to Orlando with her family on a short vacation, Tuesday to Thursday, to go to their timeshare.
It was the first of a tangle of lies she told Forrester. He was stunned to learn on Monday morning that Robin wasn't in Florida at all, but in Aruba.
She emailed me on Monday morning saying, family surprised me, we're in Aruba. It just seemed too random, too spontaneous, so I was questioning her about it through email. At 2:05 in the morning on Tuesday, on my Facebook wall, she wrote, "This sucks." And I didn't know what it meant.
As it turns out, Robin wasn't with her family at all, but with this man, 50-year-old Gary Giordano. Giordano apparently met Gardner online, had been dating and exchanging texts for a few weeks, and secretly the two arranged to travel to Aruba together. Giordano later told police the two went snorkeling off of Aruba's Baby Beach Tuesday evening, and that Robin was swept out to sea by the current. No one has seen her since. That whole story of the swimming and snorkeling doesn't add up for Richard Forrester.
I don't believe for a second that she was in the water. I don't believe for 1 second she went into the ocean. She would be too concerned about getting her hair messed up. She would be too concerned about getting her makeup messed up. At 6 o'clock at night, she's probably had a couple of cocktails. She'd rather be sitting by the pool.
Giordano assisted Aruban authorities in a search of the beach, but no sign of her has been found. His version was suspicious enough that 3 days later, Aruban police detained Gary Giordano at the airport as he tried to leave Aruba. They now consider him a suspect in Robin's disappearance. But Giordano's attorney, Michael Lopez, insists his client has done everything police have asked.
The last day of his stay here in Aruba, we specifically asked Justice if they needed for him to stay a little bit longer. They didn't answer it, and at the airport they detained him as a suspect for murder.
Plus, says Lopez, there's no proof and no motive.
The current outside there is very harsh. It will take you away in minutes if you don't watch out, and I think that's what happened.
There may be no body and no evidence, but there is an ominous backstory here. One of Gardner's closest friends, Christina Jones, knew about Robin's secret relationship and had her concerns.
You can kind of get a vibe from someone if they have someone good or not great in their life, and I just didn't get that vibe.
He was, let's say, quite physically aggressive.
This woman, who said she'd recently dated him, claims to have bumped into him just days before he left.
Like yanked my arm really hard, and it was like really scary.
At least 3 women he met on Match.com tell Nightline he was threatening. 2 women, including an ex-wife, have filed for restraining orders against him. And now several women have even emailed Forrester claiming to have seen flashes of Giordano's darker side.
I love you.
Forrester, whose relationship with Gardner apparently unraveled the past few weeks, is working with the Natalie Holloway Resource Center, which assists families of missing persons. There are a number of similarities in these cases. Both women vanished on this beach, Baby Beach, so called for its supposed calm, shallow waters. Both disappeared without a trace, and both stayed here at Aruba's plush Renaissance Hotel. And there's one more similarity.
And we've got to rely on Aruban police to find another blonde beauty. That's discouraging.
Authorities have called off the active search for Gardner, but the investigation into this disappearance seems to be just beginning. For Nightline, I'm Matt Gutman in Aruba.